Okay. So been doing it about a year,
Yep.
roughly.
Learned about it earlier this year, and I went to Max Maxwell's event in the spring.
Great dude. He'll be
And
here on Sunday.
I was taking a little bit
Whoa.
of action before then.
Okay.
And then right after, I got my first deal closed on my 19th birthday. My goal was,
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. My goal was to close it before I turned 19, like be an 18-year-old kid and close the deal.
Yeah.
But shoot high and you'll get close, or maybe achieve past it. And then
You got to beat Jalen.
I'm not buying a Lamborghini though,
That's next year.
right away.
Right away. There you go.
Quote right away. Okay.
So then 5 months later, I closed my second deal for a lot more money, and that was earlier this month. And so my problem now, or the thing I'm trying to achieve, is become more consistent. I don't want to wait another 5 months to close my next deal. I'd like to close at least one a month. So
Okay, so the question is, anybody ask me that, how many leads are you getting a week?
I'm looking for 6 appointments per month. So I don't know how many leads it takes to get one appointment.
Currently, how
you
many
generate leads
Yeah,
every
how many leads are you generating a week right now? We
Probably-
know what we want to do, but
Yeah.
what are we doing now? We have to figure out where we are now and figure out how to get there.
Probably 5 good leads.
5 good leads a week?
Yes.
Okay. And what are you doing with those leads?
I cold call, text, and do postcards, but
I mean, what are you doing? Are you
What are you doing to
meeting
convert
with them? You're going on.
into contract.
in-person appointments. And that's where I thrive, is meeting with the person, building a relationship there.
Okay.
But the cold calling and the texting to actually get the leads isn't my strong suit. So I have someone who's I'm training to help me on cold calls and texting, who just kind of has that natural ability of,
So they're cold calling and texting to generate the 5 leads, or they're cold calling and texting after the 5 leads have been generated as follow-up?
to generate them and set the appointment.
Okay, so generate them and set the appointment.
Yep.
Okay, so they're setting the appointment, so you got 5 appointments a week, roughly?
So you're classifying
looking
a good
for-
lead as an appointment.
I'm
That's
looking
it.
for
Someone that's-
6 appointments a month, because I know if I can go on 6 appointments, I can get 1 deal locked up. And I'm looking to close 1 deal a month. So out of 6 appointments, I can get 1 deal under contract, and that's just over like 1 a week. So I'm looking to get 1
in my
appointment
opinion,
a week.
from the numbers, you
Yeah.
gotta essentially triple that number.
Yep.
You need to get 18 plus upwards, to 20 appointments a week. 20 appointments
Yeah.
a month, right? To be able to do that and make 20 offers, physical offers to these people, to be able to generate a contract a month, right? So
'Cause, yeah, not
let's
every-
put it this way: and I hate to use the word average, right? But when we do these masterminds and people come present their numbers, and we're sitting in our a mastermind, they have all their KPIs up there. There's something called a cost per deal, right? And there's marketing. Now, the thing is that you got cold calling, you got texting, you got stuff that you're doing is going to reduce that overall cost per deal. But, if you're going to put like an average number of a cost per deal on it, it's anywhere from, 1,500 plus. Our cost per deal is over $2,000 plus cost per deal. So if it's cost per deal, so every $2,000 you spend, you get a deal. So $2,000 to generate leads is going to generate a deal. If you're doing essentially 6 appointments, I don't think that's, in my opinion, can get the result that you want to. Do you know what I mean? You have to up that number. You have to up that to where, you are going on, I would set to go on a minimum of 5 or 6 appointments a week. And if you do that, you'll have 24 over the month. If you go on 24 appointments, you're making 24 offers to all these appointments, then you can convert that into a potential deal. Now you're talking essentially a first-time strike, meaning there's the first-time appointment to close, and then there's follow-up. Now, most of our deals, I can tell you, come from follow-up, right? So follow-up is incredibly critical.
Yeah.
And so what you do with that follow-up and how you follow up with those people consistently, literally, when you go into with a seller, you're going to have a gut feeling that they're going to sell, but they're not going to sign today, and it happens. Right? So now you're going to follow up with them consistently every week, and what's going to happen is you're going to get a deal that you sign on the first appointment, and then you're going to get another deal or two that you sign on follow-up. So now you're going to get 3 deals going at a particular time.
So some of those 5 appointments could be a follow-up appointment.
It could be a follow-up. So just like we said about follow-up right here, he's talking about talking to someone on the phone, and now you're moving them toward actually making a commitment. Now you run to that house, you get that contract, and you get it signed.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? But I think what happens is your numbers are not right. 6 appointments to 1 contract. I wouldn't rely on that. I'd be like more 18 to 20 appointments to get or appointments and offers to actually get that contract. That's more in line with if you look at national numbers.
Yeah. So like I said, that's just my strong suit is being in the house with the person and making a relationship. So they'll trust me, and I straight up just tell them.
Well, you got that baby face. You got that all-American. Yeah, I'll buy your house.
So my dad was like,
I trust you.
You're like, are you sure I can buy this house?
yeah. So my dad was like, people aren't gonna trust a young kid to be able to take their house under contract and do that.
That's a limiting.
But I've been, proving him otherwise. So, so far I've only.
Prove him wrong.
He's great to me. He's a great salesman. He helps me a lot. So he's looking after.
Yeah.
But for me, so far, I've only been in it a year. It took me 3 appointments, and then the next one to get my first deal under contract, and it closed. And then the next appointment was another one. So far, I just haven't had any proof to see. This is going to take me 10 plus appointments.
So you want consistency. So what's the question is, how can you generate, anywhere from 5 to 7 appointments consistently every single week? That becomes the challenge. That's what you want to focus on.
Yeah.
So how can you every single week get 5 to 7 appointments? If you can do that, then you can now go in the appointments. You're in your best element. Have someone focusing on making 5 to 7 appointments. You're in your best element. You're doing your highest and best value. I talk about revenue-generating activities. Some of the best revenue-generating activities are talking to sellers, making offers, or following up with sellers and making offers, right? Those are the best. So now you turn around. What can you do to get there and keep it consistent every single month? You get 5 to 7 opportunities. You get 5 to 7 opportunities, and then you do your follow-up as well. You'll have no problem getting 2 or 3 contracts a month.
Easily.
Well, that's great advice. That's what I'm here to figure out.
Okay, so with your guy, how many can he produce now a week, appointments?
Appointments is just over 1 a week is my goal, but I obviously need to up my goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out what he's got to do.
Does he have the ability to basically 7 times that goal?
If he doesn't, I'll step in and do it because he's a part-time worker.
Okay.
He's got another job.
Okay.
So if he can't, I'm going to have to do it.
Right. So you'll step in, you'll do the marketing. But hey, believe me, I've done cold call, I've done texting, I've been on the phone with sellers, I do whatever it takes, right? Right. Until you have the ability, either funds or the finances, to be able to put him into more of a full-time position.
Yeah, full-time.
Yeah.
Right? And you got to do whatever. So now you're gonna have allocated time to where you're going to lead generation and then meeting with sellers, right?
Yeah.
So what I would do when I was a solopreneur, I would spend like Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be my follow-up. Monday, Wednesday would be my lead generation stuff, getting all that type of stuff. And Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday, I'd pack appointments.
Okay.
Saturdays are the best days for appointments. I love Saturdays. I would get more contract. I would stack Saturdays up. If I could meet a seller early, 8 o'clock in the morning, then meet another seller at 11, then meet another seller at 1, meet another seller at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, meet another seller at 5 or 6 at night, I'd pack my Saturday, and I would get more deals on Saturday because guess what? None of my competition is. They're all hanging out by the pool.
College football.
Huh?
Watching college football.
Watching college football, and I'm out there, and I would go on 5 or 6 appointments, and I come back with 3 or 4 contracts. And it's Saturday. Sellers are relaxed. They're not stressed from work. And they want to solve this problem now. And I got in front of them, and I got contracts. So I'm telling you, building your business, you want to work, right? You want to hustle and get this thing done. You want to be Tom Brady, right? You want to be the elite, right? Hustle and work on Saturdays.
Yeah. Our salespeople actually go on Sunday too.
Yeah.
If it's a hot lead, they'll go on Sunday. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like how bad do you want it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Saturdays are great.
Yeah, I love Saturdays.
We crush it usually on Saturdays. The majority of the times, like we go to appointments on Saturdays, we usually get a contract.
Yeah, I mean, and then you come back on Monday morning and you got a couple contracts. So Saturdays, pack
Yeah.
your Saturdays,
Heck yeah.
open up at Saturdays, and use your dedicated day where you're just crushing, making market. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Wednesday, whatever, and do all your appointments Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and you'll do 3-4 contracts a month. But your Fridays is follow up with every single person every single week.
Yeah, I'm also realizing if I get 6 appointments to 1 contract, not every contract is going to close.
Well, if you get 6 appointments to 1 contract, those numbers
And I'm relying on that.
I don't get 6 appointments to 1 contract.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
my team doesn't do it
It's,
right now.
it's only been 2 contracts so far.
Right. So if you do
there's
it
just not enough
historically over
numbers.
time, it's going to be upwards to 15
Yeah.
to 18, right? And then the better you get, the better you get.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's the limiting belief. He could be a closer, man. You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, never know. Be like you. He's a hot.
1 in 3.
Yeah.
1 in 3, baby.
All right, guys. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it.
Good job.